Hey there, this is going to be a balance flow today. So it's going to be around 20 minutes. This is a really good thing to do after you've done a full warm-up and before you do some sort of cool down. So it's more like the meat of a full yoga flow. So we are going to get started standing. Standing at the top of your mat. Go ahead and bring your big toes together. Your heels will be slightly apart, palms face forward. Slight bend in the knees. Engage the quads so that the kneecaps lift. Drop the tailbone. Pull the low belly up and in and drop the shoulders down. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Palms meet, and then exhale, hands to heart center. You'll begin to shift your weight into your right foot, drawing your left knee towards your chest. Flex the left foot, press down through the right heel and lift the crown of the head up. So the supporting leg is really strong and your eyes are just focused out in front of you. Really soft focus, but still helping to support you. Then draw the left knee out to the side and place the foot for tree pose. So you can either place the foot on the inner thigh or on the inner shin. Avoid placing it directly on the knee. Press the left foot into the right leg into the foot. You might wobble a bit, but see if you can find some steadiness. If you fall, that's okay, that's part of it. Just see if you can come back. Keep the activity between the legs, that energy towards one another lifts through the center of the body. On your next inhale, draw the left knee towards the chest, and then exhale to warrior three. Send the left heel back, crown of the head reaches forward. You can reach the arms ahead of you, fly them back or keep them at heart center. Flex the left foot, dial the left hip down. You can have a micro bend in your right knee. Send more energy through your back heel, crown of the head reaches forward. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps back, low lunge. Plant your left hand, inhale, right arm lifts, low lunge twist. As you exhale, Skandasana, so you walk your hands along the long edge of the mat. The left knee bends, toes turn out to a 45-degree angle. Right leg straightens and toes flex up. You might keep the hips a little higher, drop them down if the left heel stays grounded. Inhale, walk through center. Exhale, low lunge. And then place the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Option to flow through a vinyasa here, coming through to chaturanga, a cobra or an upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. You can always just stay in downward facing dog and skip that part. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose and step between the hands. Begin to get a little springy in your left knee and then launch forward onto the right leg, standing splits. The left leg is flexed. Dial the left hip down. So this is really similar to warrior three, but the upper body is folding forward. The head is trying to look back behind you. And then maybe you play with bringing one hand to your ankle, or maybe two hands to your ankle. For me, it seems like one is good today. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step the left foot down next to the right and fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take the other side. Begin to shift your weight into your left foot. Right knee comes towards the chest. Before you find tree pose, see if you can lift your ribs up off of the hips. Press down through your left heel. And then draw the right knee out to the side and place the foot wherever is comfortable for you. So either above or below the knee. Another option is to just take a little bit of a smaller balance with the toes touch down on the ground and the heel by the ankle. That's a great modification. Press the foot into the leg into the foot, lift up through the crown. Inhale, draw the right knee towards the chest. Exhale, warrior three. Right heel reaches back, crown of the head reaches forward. Flex the right foot. Think you're trying to stand on the wall behind you. Stay lifted through the chest. Lift the inner right thigh towards the sky. Good, take one more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, foot steps back. Plant the right hand, inhale, left arm lifts, low lunge twist. And exhale, Skandasana. Walk along the long edge of the mat, right knee bends, right toes turn out. Left foot flexes. Inhale, walk through center. Exhale, low lunge, and then downward facing dog. Option to flow through Chaturanga and upward facing dog, or just stay in downward facing dog and take a few rounds of breath. Child's pose is always an option as well. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step between the hands. Then get bouncy in your right knee, and then you'll launch forward, standing split on the left leg. Flex your right foot, dial the right hip down. See if you can allow the head to be heavy. And then maybe play with your balance, bringing one hand to the back of the left ankle, or two. Notice the wobbles that happen in the ankle. See if you can keep your face relaxed and your breath easy. And then step the right foot down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, reach your right leg high. And then exhale, step between the hands. Dial the back heel down 90 degrees, and then inhale to warrior two. Exhale, settle in. So front knee is stacked directly over front ankle, back leg is straight, really engage through that quad. Press into the outer edge of the foot. Lift the low belly up and in. Drop the shoulders down the back. Inhale, reverse warrior, tilt up and back, finding length along the right side of the body. And then exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow comes to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over the ear. The right hip is shifting down and back to make space along the right side of the body. The right shoulder drops away from the right ear. And then use the bottom arm as leverage to spin the heart towards the sky. Back leg is still active. Next, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. So left knee bends, hands come down. Option to bring your hands to heart center if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge. Inhale, stay low, shift through center. Exhale, Skandasana, top of the mat. Inhale through center. And exhale, Skandasana. Inhale through center. Exhale, low lunge, top of the mat. Inhale to plank. And exhale, Chaturanga or downward facing dog, your choice. Nice full breath. Next, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between the hands. Dial the back heel down 90 degrees and inhale, rise to warrior two. Drop the tailbone down, hug the shoulder blades together and reach out with the fingertips. Keep bending the front knee directly over the front toes. Inhale, reverse warrior, tilt up and back. And then exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm over the ear. Pull the shoulder blades together slightly on the back to make space around the neck. Keep activating into your back leg to help support you. Close your front ribs if they're popping out in front of you, and then spin the heart up. Next, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Either hands to heart center or hands on the ground. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center, and exhale, low lunge. Plant the hands, inhale to plank. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. I forgot to say this at the beginning, but if you have a yoga block, you want that for the next little flow. If not, you'll be fine without it. Next, inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, draw the heel towards the glute and open up the hip. Be sure your left knee is still pointing straight forward as you open the hip. Inhale, lengthen the leg, and exhale, step between the hands. You'll dial your back heel down 90 degrees. If you've got a block, you'll place it outside the right ankle, and then rise to triangle pose. So the right leg straightens, the left hand comes to the left hip. The right hand is either on the block or pressing on the inside of the leg. You'll spin your heart up towards the sky, shift your right hip down and back, and then reach the top arm up. Engage your left quad and heavy your left heel. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, left hand to left hip. Look down towards your right toes and bend your right knee. You'll walk your hand or your block about a foot in front of your right toes. You'll begin to bring your left leg in, and then it'll float for half moon. So right toes stay pointing forward. Left foot is flexed, a lot of energy through that back heel. Maybe the top arm reaches up. Maybe you shift your gaze towards the side wall, or maybe even up towards your fingers. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step back to triangle. Inhale, rise up, and then exhale, turn your toes, right toes in so that the feet are parallel, hands to hips. Inhale, lift through the heart. And then exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Let the head release, let the hands release. The hands can rest anywhere that feels comfortable. Next, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands around towards your right butt. Low lunge, and then downward facing dog. Option to vinyasa here. Otherwise, just a few rounds of breath in downward facing dog. Maybe give your knees a little more of a bend and shift the hips up and back. Next, inhale, left leg lifts towards the sky. Exhale, heel to glute, open up the hip. Keep the right leg as is, pull the right hip crease back. Inhale, lengthen the leg, and exhale, step between the hands. Find your block if you've got one outside your right ankle. Dial the back heel down 90 degrees. Hand towards hip, left knee straightens. Left hand on block or pressing on the inside of the leg. Shift your left hip down and back. Spin your heart up, and then reach the right arm up. Continue to breathe. Notice what your back leg's doing. See if you can put a little more weight into your back leg and allow it to support you. Drop your left shoulder away from your left ear. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right hand to right hip. Look down towards your left toes, bend your left knee, and then the left hand goes about a foot in front of your left toes, either with or without your prop. Begin to float your right leg. Flex the right foot immediately. Think one long line from right heel to crown of head, and then maybe reach your right arm up. Continue to spin the heart towards the sky so the left ribs wrap underneath the right. The left knees and toes stay pointing forward. Maybe you shift your gaze. Take one more inhale, really nice. Exhale, gently step back, triangle. Press down through the feet to rise up, inhale. Exhale, turn the left toes in, hands to hips. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, fold. Hands come down. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands around the left side towards your left foot, low lunge, and then downward facing dog. Last option to flow through a vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And then inhale, bend the knees, look forward, and exhale, step or hop to a seat. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Hands come to backs and knees. Roll back onto your tailbone. Lift through the heart, so really draw the shoulder blades together, and then begin to float the feet. So this is boat pose. You can stay right here, or maybe reach the arms forward. Another option, extend the legs long. See if you can keep lifting through the heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Feet come down, knees go wide. Just give yourself a little forward fold in Baddha Konasana. And then the last balancing pose we'll play with is a boat variation. So this is another seated balance. You'll take your peace sign fingers and loop them around your big toes. The same way we just came into boat, you'll shift back just a little bit and then float the feet. And then maybe you begin to extend your legs. Continue lifting through the heart. See if you can balance on the tailbone. Continue to breathe. Pull the low belly up and in, drop the shoulders down. Hug the legs together. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, release. Fold forward, soles of the feet together. So this is actually where I will leave you. Your legs have done a whole lot of work to balance today, so definitely recommend doing some good stretches for that. You can use my Happy Hips flow, and then make sure you take a Shavasana, reward yourself, absorb the benefits of your practice. So, thank you for practicing with me, finding some balance. Namaste.